Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're entering the world of public speaking, and we're going to be breaking down a gentleman named Elon Musk. With Steve Jobs, there was pretty much a clear consensus on this guy is not only a visionary, but this guy is a brilliant communicator. With Elon Musk, it's a clear consensus that he's a visionary, but with the speaking side of it, they're like, I don't know if he's a great speaker. And there was a point when I realized that this was a common sentiment among people who listened to Elon Musk. This is when Elon first went on the Joe Rogan Experience, and Joe and Elon were talking. I was vibing with the conversation. I thought all was normal. But after the episode was done, I read through a lot of the comments, and people were like, what's wrong with Elon? He's a little weird. He speaks weird. He's just a weird guy. And people were passing a lot of judgments on Elon, saying that he was not a great communicator. People aren't denying his mind, but is he really a bad speaker? I want to break this topic down. First of all, we have to understand what are speaking skills. Speaking skills pretty much means to put your mind in word format. Now, we have to ask ourselves the question, well, what kind of mind does Elon Musk have? Before we answer the question of the mind that Elon Musk has, I think it's even better to ask the question, what kind of mind does anyone have? There are two different types of minds out there. There's the still mind. I call this the divine mind. And then there's the monkey mind. I call this the chaotic mind. And the masses, they fall within this category. They have a very clunky mind. Their thoughts are disjointed, which means that they lack a theme in their mind. One minute, they're thinking about their boss. The next minute, they're thinking about what to eat. The minute after that, they're thinking about a pain that they had from 5 years ago. Disjointed. This is a wild monkey running around. The divine mind is very clear. It's truly a divine mind if it just focuses on one thought throughout the entire day, but that's a talk for another time. With Elon, he's a mix between the monkey mind and the divine mind. He has a lot of thoughts, right? Sort of like the monkey, but it has a similar theme that's cutting through a lot of the thoughts. It's typically centered around innovation. So his mind is a bridge of the two. Now, in addition to this, he is also very unusual, which means that he doesn't have the typical experiences that a lot of different human beings have. So whenever he's putting his mind into words, it's difficult for him to put it into words in a way that a lot of individuals will understand. So thus far, we want to see why he operates the way that he does. Okay? It's because he has a very unusual mind that's a hybrid between monkey and clear, and this causes him to sound a little choppy at times when he speaks. Now the next point is that he is gearing his message towards a mass audience. There was this business journalist from a couple of years back who was breaking down this chart called the business chart. Very innovative, I know. I may be even butchering what he actually called it. But the chart went like this. He broke it down into two axes, which talked about how important a company was and how boring to interesting they were. So there was a company called Coke Industries, and Coke Industries is very, very, very important. You can't even get through one day without using at least one of their products. But they're very, very, very boring. They're talking about, they're using products such as chemicals, polymers, energy, etc. It's not going to entertain a mass audience. So that's what Coke Industries was like. It's very boring, but it's very important. Now, if you break down Elon Musk's companies, What typically is the perception from the media is that it's very important and it's very interesting. Is it really though? I won't deny the important part. I would say his companies are very important. But are they interesting? Is it really that interesting to own a rocket ship company? A lot of individuals, they just got done watching the latest Marvel movie and they're like, oh yeah, I mean, you won't even believe what it would be like if I owned a rocket ship company. But think practically. To own a rocket ship company, it's not that pretty. It's pretty boring. I'm pretty sure what a lot of these individuals are doing are physics, are math, are trying to defy gravity. A lot of dry stuff. But here's Elon. He has to present the message in a certain way where it seems interesting to a large group of people. Now, other companies are pretty interesting. A company like Twitter, it's something that is very difficult to make boring because there's so much of the mass audience that's just interacting with it consistently. But on the flip side, there's other companies of Elon that he has to portray it as being interesting, which is pretty difficult. It's like, imagine I come up to you and I'm like, make paint drying on a wall sound riveting. You're gonna be like, what? That's difficult. And that's something that Elon has to deal with a lot. So that's another point I wanted to make. One of the reasons that Elon has a lot of choppy speaking style is because he is trying to deliver niche topics to a mass market. Now, with all that being said, is Elon Musk a good speaker or not? I would say he's a good speaker. The reason why is because speaking skills, it's not necessarily about who sounds more melodic in nature. Whenever you're picturing a great speaker, a lot of the times the imagination will be like, oh, this is a guy that gets on stage, uses a lot of flowery language, and is just moving in circles. But my definition of a great speaker is someone who inspires action. And I would say that Elon Musk has a brilliant way of inspiring action. Does he have an accent-free voice? No. Is he clunky in his delivery? Yes. But does he inspire others to move in a certain direction? Yes. So the ultimate verdict that I would say is that Elon Musk is a good speaker. There's room for improvement. He's no Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos, but I would not say that he's a bad speaker either. So if you enjoyed today's talk and you want more breakdowns of speaking styles from very famous people and influential individuals, politicians, entrepreneurs, and much more, be sure to stay subscribed to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. Drop that like for me right on below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and never miss another video again. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you next time.